Hello people, this is Sheep Show and I am born again. This is an update to the Katie Kidman trial. As you may or may not know, Katie Kidman was arrested, charged, and tried for 6 misdemeanor counts related to the free exercise of her First Amendment rights. She is well known in the county of Santa Barbara, and her activities as an independent journalist have created considerable controversy. I will post links to Katie Kidman's channel and links to my follow-up videos down in the description. On Friday, December 2nd, the jury returned a verdict of guilty on 4 of the 6 misdemeanor charges. 2 of the charges were dismissed by Judge Regali, including the charge of battery that involved a court employee that was captured on video by Kidman. She was ordered by a Santa Maria court judge to remove the video of the incident from YouTube, so unfortunately, you can't see for yourself what transpired and draw your own conclusions. I have seen the video prior to its removal, and it was clear to me that the court employee committed battery against Kidman and not the other way around. I took a 4-hour drive to Santa Maria to interview Katie and shot a short interview with her public defender, who asked that the interview not be posted. I advised her public defender that I would not post the interview until after the trial, and I kept my word. Here are some of the excerpts from that encounter.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
how come
I'd rather not be recorded about it.
how come you're not subpoenaing that other officer?
Which officer?
That other cop, the one that put his filthy pig hands on her.
Which officer are you talking about?
The blonde one?
The blonde one.
He went to the Miller School,
Oh,
and he wasn't arrested.
Yeah, why didn't you subpoena the cop that stuck his filthy pig hands on her?
they're all on the witness list.
Oh, I thought he wasn't coming.
If he's, you know, to subpoena him.
Oh.
It's whoever's on the witness list. That's it.
Is he on the witness list?
He's on the witness list.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay,
He's-
good.
Yeah.
I thought that he wasn't, so good. Thank you.
He is.
problem.
Thank you. You're a public defender?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, good guy.
I just wouldn't post. I wouldn't post that for now.
I'm sorry?
I wouldn't post any of that for now.
Oh, confer with your client, and if your client asks me not to post it, I won't.
It's just better you don't. We're in the middle of a trial, so it's just better that we don't have any of that stuff out there, right?
Well, with all due respect, I don't really care what your wishes are. If you don't want me to post it, confer with your client. If your client doesn't want me to post it, I won't post it.
It's your choice. I think it's better for in terms of confidentiality.
Confidentiality?
Yeah.
Confidentiality in a public trial?
Well, in terms of what's going on in the actual trial, I can't really talk about what's
This
going
is
on.
the courtroom and we're in a trial right here?
This is not the courtroom yet.
So what is your argument?
I'm not sure why you're getting defensive with me. Sure.
You just said use the word confidentiality out here in a public forum,
Well, you asked
and then
me-
you use the word what's going on with the trial. This has nothing to do with the trial, so I'm trying to figure out where you're going.
Your purpose for coming here is to come and do some sort of publicity for the trial.
Is it?
Is that
I don't
your
remember
purpose?
saying that. I don't know. Maybe I did.
Okay. Well, I would request that you do not,
Yeah.
record me.
You understand we're all about transparency, right?
Yeah, I understand.
You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand.
You understand that we believe that the public has the right to know what is happening behind their backs in America, right? You understand that the public has the right to know that this woman is being railroaded by a corrupt district attorney in a corrupt courthouse, arrested by corrupt police,
And that's
based on false charges by corrupt school officials. You understand that's what's happening here, right?
That's
And you understand that the citizens of the United States of America would have an interest in something like that happening, correct?
I understand. Yeah.
So I don't understand the whole please keep it on the hush hush. You
Well,
should be,
That's exactly what I'm trying to do there.
yeah,
That's going to happen in the courtroom.
okay.
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't, because we're not, if you told me not to do this in the courtroom, okay.
I understand
But
that,
we're not in the courtroom, we're out here, and I'm a constitutional activist, and I'm here specifically engaged in my constitutionally protected activity to push back against everyone that tells me they'd rather I didn't film.
What I'd rather just not. I would rather not be on any sort of platform, if that makes sense. I keep myself confidential in general. So
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe private practice? Honestly, you're a public defender, and I'm offended at what you just said. I'm deeply offended that you would tell me that not to record you.
I'm not on any social media. That's my own.
This is a case of great public interest. Okay,
Well, this is a case where someone is being accused, and this is actually a civil case. It's not a criminal case. If anything, these people should have tried to go to civil court. This is not a criminal case. it seems like they're getting pressure from these schools and these people to prosecute her.
Oh, you're
And
saying this
also-
should have been a civil case?
This shouldn't have been a criminal case.
Yes, I got you.
And what this should have been is a simple, just ask her to follow the laws and that's it. And actually, she didn't break any laws.
Yeah.
So all she did was confront and ask questions. Go to places where she had a legal right to be, and that's what she did. And all she did was ask questions, and they had no right to tell her to leave. And
Okay.
I mean, the way that they responded kind of proved her point that our schools and our government are taking advantage of people's rights, and the schools are not being handled by particularly intelligent people.
Right.
So the people that are working at these schools, any normal person, a 63-year-old grandmother comes to their campus is not going to be scared. They're going to just answer the questions, and she's going to get the question. She's going to get the answers that she wants or not, and just cooperate with her, not treat her the way they did. They treat her with great disrespect. The DA's office did the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm just here to expose that. And in terms of the law, they could try to get her on some of it, but for a lot of it, they have no case.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so a lot of it, they have no case.
I have a message for Judge Regali, who reportedly, when a request was made to Zoom the trial, made the statement from the bench that his courtroom was not a TV show, and that if anyone wanted to observe the trial, they could come and sit in his courtroom. Hey Jim, it's the people of the state of California versus the defendant, not the city of Santa Maria versus the defendant. California is comprised of almost 40 million people and encompasses approximately 164,000 square miles. The overwhelming majority of Californians live outside of the court's geographical area. One of the many benefits of a Zoom trial is to provide additional public access that otherwise would not be possible or practical for most Californians. The constitutional right to a fair and public trial is best accomplished if made available to everyone, not just those with the economic means to travel long distances to observe in person. You didn't seem to have any problem broadcasting hearings and other court proceedings over Zoom, Jim. Were those TV shows? I find your rationale for refusing to allow the trial over Zoom insincere, irresponsible, and offensive. I will be requesting the trial transcripts, and if in fact you did make that statement, I will be filing an ethics complaint against you. Next, I have a message for that Chinaman Deputy District Attorney, Andrew Jiang. It has been reported that while in court, in the presence of the jury and in a fit of rage, you personally and directly berated the defendant for using the word Chinaman. I will be requesting the trial transcript, and if true, I will be filing an ethics complaint against you. Furthermore, as you seem to be unfamiliar with the term malicious prosecution, I will educate you on the matter by filing complaints against you for the dismissed charges of PC 602.1b and PC 242 battery. You had a video of the incident related to the charges that any fair and impartial arbiter could clearly, plainly, and fully see exonerated the defendant of the charges. I am not trying to be gratuitously insensitive in using the term Chinaman to describe you, but rather to prove the point that perceived racial slights, arguably morally and ethically wrong, are not criminal. Next, I have a message for Katie Kidman. The legend of Katie Kidman, as told by the trolls, was that you were a horrifying demon, feeding on the souls of innocent school children. I was expecting Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, and there you stood, about 5 foot nothing and 100 pounds soaking wet, with a big smile on your face and a cute knit hat that my own grandmother would wear. Katie, you have more courage and chutzpah than I could ever hope to have. You refuse to cower to the mob of crazed, forked-tongued, freedom-hating government loyalists who constantly and continually harass, annoy, and threaten you for exercising your fundamental constitutional right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And you refuse to cower to an unjust, oppressive, and tyrannical government hell-bent on protecting their authoritarian rule. Thank you for fighting for me and my posterity. Continue learning and growing. Keep the faith. Stand tall. In the end, we will prevail because our fight is a righteous fight. Finally, I have a message for all the bottom-feeding, blue-line-worshipping, boot-licking, cop-sucking, freedom-hating, fake American internet trolls. You are not new and you are not special. Your ilk was around during the Revolutionary War. Before you were called bottom-feeding, blue-line worshipping, boot-licking, cop-sucking, freedom-hating, fake American internet trolls by me, you were called loyalists by the revolutionaries and the founders. Incidentally, it didn't end well for you, as most patriotic Americans thought you treasonous and traitorous. Most of you were persecuted and fled to Canada and back to England. Good riddance, I say. Not only are you not new or special, you're not alone in your hatred of freedom. You follow in the footsteps of a long list of other freedom haters throughout history and around the globe, just like this internet troll dressed in black.